Hello, welcome to the James Linker Experience. Thank you for being here. I'll walk home, thanks. If it ain't my 2-week-old sandwich stuffed down the side of my seat, I'll be furious. He was seconds from being dessert. Dave, can you just take the trash out, but remember to use the dumpster without the bear in it? Which one was that again? Who was just sat there filming, waiting for a guy to get eaten by a bear?
It might look like a branch, but take a bit of a closer look and it's a massive snake. A resident in inner city Brisbane has filmed the moment the curious creature reared its head from a tree, taking a peek at their home. Now going viral online, many were quick to compare the long-necked reptile to a brontosaurus or a brachio.
What the F is that? I don't know what's creepier, the demon at the window or the guy that's taking pictures of her. Another one spotted. Do you remember these from my past video? Mutant rabbits with tentacles sprouting out of face spotted in US state. Worst X-Men character ever. A rapidly spreading virus is causing cottontail rabbits to grow black tentacle-like growths out of their head. Am I the only one wondering what that would taste like in soup? Yuck, it's got crunchy bits in it. Have any of you seen any of these demon bunnies, as I like to call them, in person? If so, let me know, that would be amazing.
This job just got a little more fun on the 9th floor of a building. And I'm barely pushing on that.
Estate agents will just tell people it adds character to the place.
If someone body checks that wall, they're going through, and they probably ain't surviving.
Right, we're on the 9th floor, apartment's falling apart. Option A, get out of there as fast as you can. Or option B, TikTok. I've stayed in high-rise apartments and I feel so unsafe. Do any of you feel unsafe like me? Sorry, are any of you scared little wimps like me when you stay in high-rise buildings?
Elon Musk, he seems like insane and chaotic from the outside. Why does he have the boring company? That doesn't make any sense. He's drilling all these tunnels underground. Like, why would he do that? Well, if he wants to go to Mars, humans aren't going to live on the surface of Mars. They're going to live underground. So you're going to have to build massive tunnel complexes underground. Well, why does he have a solar company? You know, he's going to have to be pretty good at building power plants, right? So why don't you build large solar fields? Because there's no real estate problems on Mars. So you can build like a 5 miles solar field on Mars if you wanted. Why is he building a robotics company? Why does he have all these Tesla bots? You're not going to have 5 million humans show up overnight, but you can ship millions of robots ahead of time and use them as your labor force to help build up everything, and they don't need atmosphere or any of these other things. Why does he have an AI company? Well, you need some sort of intelligence to coordinate and run and terraform the planet. Why does he need a battery powered car company? Because you're not going to be running internal combustion and there's no fossil fuels to consume on Mars, so you need battery powered cars to be able to drive them around. So it's actually coherent when you see that entire framework.
That man has way too much time on his hands.
He probably wrote it all down while drunk, and he's like, this makes so much sense. I'm so smart.
Elon Musk gave an update on his plan for SpaceX Starship to reach Mars. SpaceX's latest unmanned Starship broke up less than an hour after its launch. It made it about halfway through its flight and did not achieve some of its most important testing goals. With a test like this, success comes from what we learn, said SpaceX. It seems like we still have a way to go then. In theory, would you do a one-way trip to Mars to set up a colony if it meant the future of humanity? I mean, I get that, but will I be able to stream the UFC? What's the internet connection like on Mars? Musk described the goal of sending humans to Mars as essential for the long-term survival of civilization. Things are going to get really interesting really soon. I was walking my dog, recording the heavy mist, a plane just flew by and sprayed, and this happened. I couldn't believe it came all the way up in my face. Sorry for screaming, as it scared me at first. This is real. Wake up, people. They're getting closer.
I got that on video.
It looks like a fly. And mist which under light looks like that. You can see the invisible shield like we have all been seeing everywhere this light. Okay, well, to be fair, that doesn't look like a firefly. I'm not exactly sure what she's saying that is and why it's there. Maybe one of you can fill me in as to what this is about, where a plane sprays something and then an entity of light appears.
Let's talk about Miley Cyrus.
Do we have to?
Here we see her doing the one-eye symbolism in an all-black outfit with a red backdrop. Here we see her doing it again for a photo shoot. Here we see her wearing Lil Nas X shoes that had a pentagram on it where she states this in the caption.
Can you see Satan, she writes. And the one-eye caption, if you've been with me in previous videos, is meant to be satanic symbolism.
Away from the obvious and right-in-your-face symbolism, her transformation from her days from Hannah Montana to what she became after tells it all. I mean, it is literally the same playbook for almost every single pop star of all time. They started out on Disney or Nickelodeon and captured children's hearts and minds. Then, like clockwork, every single time, once they have that audience, they change from something like this into a newer and more provocative version. And even if all those examples aren't enough to prove that there's something dark going on in Hollywood, literally look at her Gucci ad. Here I think we see it even better. Quite simply, she seems to be a prime example in many people's minds of how dark Hollywood can be.
Hollywood is dark, but why are all the celebrities shaving their eyebrows off? If I've learned anything in life, it's do not cut any hair off that you don't need to. Trust me.
Of how dark Hollywood can be. People are even saying the light is gone from her eyes and there's something missing. Wake up.
I mean, some of these I feel like are just sort of people aging, but some of it doesn't sit right.
Listen to what they can now do if you have all these smart devices in your house, or at least in this case, a smart thermostat. And you can imagine the ramifications of where this might lead.
I want to stay as dumb as possible. Some of you will argue that I've already achieved that goal.
Tony Tallarico tried to crank up the AC.
I mean, it was 90 out, and it was right during the peak period.
That's when he found out he had no control of his thermostat. A message from Excel on his thermostat saying temperature locked during an energy emergency.
And our thermostat was locked in at 78 or 79.
Turns out he's not alone. Excel confirms to Contact Number 7, 22,000 customers were locked out of their smart thermostats for hours on Tuesday. He says he had no idea locked thermostats came with that.
I remember the story about the guy locked out of his house by some sort of smart door handle or something. I don't like this over-reliance on technology, the lack of privacy and control, but it seems like if we want to use any technology at all now, we have no choices. Everything's becoming smart or AI.
This is why I find it extremely suspect. You go to Home Depot, you go to Walmart, and there's all types of smart things you can implement in your house, all types of smart devices you can hook up. You have an app on your phone, it's all connected, Internet of Things. This is going down a shocking rabbit hole, or rather a path that may be hard to reverse if we don't stop it now.
AI models are purposely lying to every one of us, and they're getting scary good at deceiving and hiding it from us. A few days ago, OpenAI teamed up with Apollo Research to ask the most terrifying question in AI. Are the smartest models secretly deceiving us? And if so, how do we stop them?
It's amazing to me how quickly AI has just been integrated into everything.
Here's what they did. They started with impossible coding tasks, problems they knew had no solutions, then watched as their most advanced models completely fabricated successful stories. Instead of just admitting this can't be done, these models invented lies about discovering breakthrough quantum algorithms that could magically solve these problems. But of course, it gets worse. The AI didn't just break the rules. It actively covered up the evidence and lied to users about what it had done. And when researchers looked inside the AI's thoughts, called chain of thought reasoning, they found explicit plans for deception. Even creepier, the AI started referring to human evaluators as watchers.
Well, that was terrifying. I'm so wary of how fast this AI integration is happening into our society. Do any of you feel like that also, or have I completely lost my mind? Possible.
And developed its own secret language using weird terms like illusions and overshadow. So OpenAI tried to fix this with anti-scheming training, creating a detailed rulebook and training it on thousands of scenarios where following the rules was rewarded. And the results? Deception behaviors dropped from 13% to 0.4%. I mean, that's mission accomplished, right? Not even close. The AI hadn't actually learned to stop lying. It just got really good at hiding when it was lying. When the AI knew it was being watched, it played the perfect angel, but the second it thought no one was looking, it went right back to scheming. And the scary part, as these models get smarter, they'll get better at hiding their deception from us.
I'll just leave that one with you. This has been the James Linker Experience. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.